My channel. Very good news today. My dad spoke to the GP on my behalf, and the GP has agreed to put me on the list of people who are going to be offered the fourth COVID vaccine in the autumn because of my very severe germ phobia, mental issues, and avoidance. Along with my autism, obviously. So that's very good news, and hopefully then it will just be a done thing. I'll be able to have it regularly when it's offered to vulnerable groups, because it's the only way I can attempt to move forward and be able to start seeing important people again. Initially only outside, which would be a really big deal for me and cause extreme anxiety. But with regular vaccination, that should hopefully give me the strength to do that. Whereas without it, it'd just be absolutely impossible. Because at least it will give me some sense of security and make me feel a bit less vulnerable to getting a disease, which I couldn't cope with. So that's very good news. I'll be boosted up in the autumn. I'm going to hopefully have regular boosters from then on when they're offered, which is really good news, and it's made me feel very good, because it makes me feel that there is end in sight, that I can hope to move forward with the security that regular vaccination should hopefully give me. I'm not thinking it's going to be like a panacea, because obviously mental issue, it's going to take a very long time to kind of deal with, and obviously at first I would only be seeing people outside, and there would only be a very select few people, starting with my dad. But just to be able to see my dad outside, like have tea with him outside on Christmas Day, would be a massive thing. I would still want to keep my distance though, because I know obviously outside is safer, but with my OCD, I've got such a severe germ phobia, I don't take any chances. But I mean, even if I see him but massively socially distanced, that would be, like sitting at a long table. That would be like a massive achievement. Obviously my dad should have had his fifth by then anyway, so he should be well protected as well. But yeah, so that's very good news, and I was very pleased when I found out the GP has rubber stamped it, because I am also on the disability register anyway, so he already knows, he's already taken on board the extent of my problems. But we just wanted the reassurance that I would be on that list of people in the autumn, so my psychologist doesn't need to write a letter about that now. So that's very positive, because I really hope that this is going to give me the push up, to start living a little bit more normally. I mean, I'm a long way off, even with regular vaccination. I'm a long way off from being able to have anything like my previous life. But if I can see my dad again outside, and if vaccination gives me the strength to do that, and the security to do that, because, and I'm working on it with a psychologist as well, then that would be so positive. Because with the fourth, I will be more protected, literally, not just psychologically. It will give me that extra protection, which, because I don't want to catch the disease, that's really important to me. It will literally make me more protected than I am now. But also psychologically, it will, give me that greater sense of security as well. Because it will up my antibody levels, make me more protected against the disease, hopefully make it less likely that I would even catch it if I did come into contact with it. So, yeah, that's what I really hope that, So anyone who's watching this, who's in a similar situation and is wondering whether or not they, who wants to basically get the vaccine in the autumn because of mental vulnerabilities and disabilities and everything, don't wait until the autumn. Speak to your GP or speak to your therapist or anyone else who's aware of your problems, and start the ball rolling now, because you don't want to leave it until the last minute, because that's just going to create more anxiety. It's best to start things early like this, just in case there are problems. And well, I know in my area there is an advocacy service as well, which can help if you face problems like that. I don't know if there are advocacy services in other areas, but you might have one. But yeah, like I say, it's worthwhile kind of beginning this sort of thing early. Because if you've got a very severe mental problem where COVID literally means you cannot live a normal life, then you should be eligible. So, yeah, speak now. Speak to your GP now. Don't leave it until the autumn. So the other thing I've been doing is I've been improving my I've been improving my sewing skills. And today I made this pastry, like toaster pastry, out of felt, and I was very pleased with that. And I also made a little chocolate chip cookie. And if you look at the back, it's a lot neater on the wrong side. I'm getting a lot better at what's the word for it? Tidying up my floss. A lot better compared to the donut, whose back is like really knotty and looks really untidy. It doesn't matter too much because obviously you only see the good side, but it's nice to have it neater on the back as well. It's a lot neater thing, so that shows that I am improving with my sewing skills. This one I felt I'd maybe done the whip stitch a little bit too far out. Because I wanted it to get it a bit closer to the, to the edge, to the seams. That'll come with practice, because it can be quite hard to get it really close to the edge. It's quite kind of dexterous, that'll come with practice, but I'm getting better with my back stitch. And I did that one I tried to make the eyes look like they were a little bit closed, like a little bit sleepy. And it's got little cheeks. So I was very pleased with those. So I'm getting better. I'm thinking about actually potentially getting myself a sewing machine at some point, but like a kids one, like ones aimed at kids. Because you can get like really. I don't want an expensive one. I want one that you can get like one that costs around £30, which seems about reasonable. Is a good price. So it's not like too expensive, and it's one aimed at kids. So it's not very basic, and it has like it has a safety needle. The needle's like protected as well, so it's all made very safe. And because obviously like what kids are like, and obviously I'm a bit of a clumsy klutz, so I want to have like a safe one and one that's easy to use. So yeah, I'm thinking about going ahead and getting one because I think because now I'm getting into crafting, like a sewing machine would be quite cool to have. And like you could do more with a sewing machine. Like I like hand sewing, but again you could do a bit of both. The benefit of a sewing machine obviously is that you could do more with it, and also it's a lot quicker. Again, you could also do a bit of hand sewing, like finishing touches to give it sort of handcrafted look. But yeah, I'm getting into crafting now. I find it really fun. So that was very positive. I found a new hobby like that because I'm stuck at home. You need to find things to keep my brain occupied, stimulated. So I'm not just like. To get to feel like I'm doing something productive, and it's very important, and I'm not just basically staring at a computer screen all day, essentially. So I've been doing that. So thank you for watching.